What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? How was everybody doing out there? Beautiful, beautiful morning. Hope everybody got a great start to their morning, heading out to school, heading out to work, or whatever your goals is for the day. I hope everyone achieves them and enjoy this nice weather. So today I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to start logging in. Today we're gonna have another awesome conversation, man. With everybody that always tunes in to these live videos and always want that positive word and always give back that positive word. So today, this video is going to be a very awesome one as usual, talking about never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Your behavior says everything about you, and their behavior says everything about them. So that is the quote of the day, and we're going to talk about that quote, man. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to definitely get some tools and learn some new skills on how do we get the right people around us. So the quote of the day is, never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Your behavior says everything about you, and their behavior says everything about them. You cannot go through life being mean to people that haven't been mean to you just because of your past relationships. You have to think about that, because a lot of us go through things in our life with business partners or husband and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends, and we tend to bring that into another relationship, or we let that sour the person that we truly are. You know what I'm saying? So I heard this time and time again, like, oh, I'm going to treat this person foul because this person did it. You cannot make someone else turn who you are into who they are. You have to be you no matter what. So what, man? You met a foul person and they did you dirty. You can't do the next person dirty just because based on your past relationships, man. You got to think about that, man. Never regret being a good person. Always be who you are no matter what. Always, no matter if you was a good person to the wrong people. Your behavior says everything about you, and their behavior says everything about them. People is going to get exposed. So I believe that there is just some key things that you have to think about when you do the right thing for the wrong people, man. So when you attract better people into your life, everything else just gets better. Straight up. Everything just gets better. So surrounding yourself around positive people is like pouring fuel into a rocket ship, man. Straight up. It's like pouring fuel into a rocket ship. It propels you to greater heights, man. So you have to think about that. You truly have to think about that. When you attract better people into your life, your whole life gets better. Your whole life gets better. So surrounding yourself around positive people is like pouring fuel into a rocket ship. It just propels you to greater heights, man. Straight up and down. Your health can improve. Your career can improve. Your actual daily enthusiasm level goes up, man. Most people that get done dirty or things happen bad and people treat them foul, their enthusiasm level is low, man. They wake up in the morning, they just ain't motivated because things is weighing on them. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to think about that. If you surround yourself with the right people, your health can improve, man. Your career can improve. Your daily enthusiasm improves 100%. Your daily level of enthusiasm of what motivates you on like how you feel in the morning getting up just totally improves, man. Totally. You have to curate your own environment. You have to include people who can nourish you. Straight up and down, man. You have to include people that can nourish you, man. You have to curate your own environment. You have to be like that person in that museum that's curating the art. That's how you put those kind of people around you. You just can't put people around you based on friendship, based on old commitments, based on what you did for me 10 years ago, based on when I first came up here, oh, this person looked out for me, so I owe them my life. Absolutely not. People come into your life at a certain point for a certain reason, and some people overstay their welcome. Some people overstay their welcome, and that's just 100%. You have to be strategic. You have to be swift. You have to be smart on when you need to get rid of certain people. You can't build a business knowing that a person got that grit grime inside them. And you've seen the grime. You've seen the inappropriate behaviors. But you still commit because in order for you to say the truth, you have to look at your own household. You have to look at the people that you truly love that has similar traits to that. And then you got to make tougher choices. You got to make tougher decisions. You probably got to leave your wife, leave your husband, leave a friend because they are just like these people that is just foul. You have to think about that. Life is really real. Your life gets better when you surround yourself with the right people. You cannot surround yourself with the people just because you think they could be beneficial to your movement or beneficial to something that you're trying to accomplish. That's not how it works. Sometimes you have to stand alone. And yes, you will get some flack. People might not like you. Oh well. That's their crap to hold on to, not yours. It's a feeling. They will get over it. It's just how it goes. This is just how it goes. So listen, people, to be honest, there is like 9 methods, man, to attracting better people into your life. And I want people to really pay attention because there is only like 9 true methods, man, of just attracting the right people into your life. Number 1, man, is just really understand that your internal environment is a reflection of your internal world, man. I'm going to say that again. Understand that your external environment is a reflection of your internal world. What goes on around you is what happens inside you. You have to pay attention to that. You have to pay attention to that. Engage your intuition. Most people overlook their intuition based on friendships, based on commitments, based on stuff that really don't even matter. You have to engage your intuition. You have to listen to yourself. You got to really trust your gut feeling. You got to trust that. You have to trust that, trust that, trust that. Embrace criticism. Embrace criticism. When somebody's telling you something that is hard to hear, but it's the truth, you got to accept that. When someone that you know is just not living well and really trying to destroy something to propel themselves, and you know this and you watched it, you have to embrace criticism, and you got to make tough choices and tough decisions 100% of the time. You can't go with the most likeliest thing to do because it feels good. Most likely, if you're doing something that makes you feel good, when you by yourself and you laying in your bed, the truth always hits you. You take that mask off and you tell yourself the truth. Damn. And that's just the honest truth. Yo, own your shadow. Don't live in somebody else's shadow. Own your shadow. You don't want people living in your shadow because you is the man in the front or you are perceived to be a leader, so you keep people in your shadow because it makes you feel good. Or being in somebody else's shadow. Own your own shadow, man. Own your shadow. Own your shadow. Release narcissists with love, man. That's a dope one, man. And that's kind of deep. Release narcissists with love. Release narcissists with love, man. Flow your way towards achievable goals. Stop following other people's advice. Stop following other people's goals. That's their goals. That's what they want to achieve. They are pulling you in their direction. Follow your own goals. Follow your own heart. Follow the things that you can achieve. Don't follow people because you hope when they get there, they put you on. Or they look out. 9 times out of 10, you will be disappointed, man. You will be disappointed. That's 100% fact. You will be disappointed when you follow somebody else's goals and hoping that you get your goals off of theirs. That's not how it works. Flow towards your own achievable goals. Cultivate empathy. You got to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, man. You have to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. In order to truly be a good person, you have to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You have to understand why you should never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Because if you cultivate empathy and you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, you can understand why this person is foul and why this person can't have long-term relationships and why they truly can't treat people good. It makes you, it doesn't make you like truly forgive what they have done, but it makes you understand. It just makes you understand. Cultivate empathy. Find clever ways to metabolize your anxiety, man. Straight up and down. Everyone has anxiety. Everyone has some kind of general anxiety towards something. You have to find a way to deal with that anxiety. And 9 times out of 10, when somebody do you wrong and you want to treat people foul, that's just that anxiety inside of you that is not letting you be entrusted. It just bothers you inside. That's what prevents you from moving to another relationship and being a good person to another person that hasn't done anything to you. It's just that general anxiety of being done wrong again, of being mistreated. You have to really understand that. And the last one is, man, you just got to forgive, man. You just got to let go. People are who they are, and you can't determine what kind of person you are based on what somebody else does. You just got to forgive, man. You just got to forgive and let go and move on. Move on towards the stuff that's going to make you happy. Move on towards the stuff that's just going to make you feel good about you. So the quote of the day is, never regret being a good person to the wrong people. Your behavior says everything about you, and their behavior says everything about them, man. Straight up and down. So you guys could throw some questions in there, man, or throw some comments in there, and we could definitely talk about this quote, because I believe we all have had relationships with people that has done us wrong. And you have to think about, how did you get through that? How did you get past that? How did you help somebody else get past that? Did you ever forgive that person? It's not that you are forgiving them for them. You are forgiving yourself right now so you could get some closure, so you can move on. This is what it's truly about out here. So please check those 9 steps out, man. Think about it. A lot of this stuff is just positive thought, positive content, positive advice, and just positivity being put into the universe. I truly believe in the universe. I believe what you put out, I believe comes back. I truly believe that. So I've been having a awesome life, awesome year, man. Things hit a bump in the road, of course, because that's life. It's natural. It's what you do when that happens is what defines you as a person. If you're willing to stand alone, if you're willing to just keep moving forward, no matter what nobody else thinks. Because if you haven't explained what happened to people, people just won't get it. So people put their own titles on it, or people start to guess what happened, or they hearing information that's totally incorrect. But that's okay. As long as you is internally okay with the choices and the decisions that you make, it's all good. So Wolf, like, okay, what's up, Wolf? How you doing today? So Wolf said it's a lot of Indians in this world, but not a lot of chiefs. And that's a fact. That's been the saying for a long time. Nobody want to be a chief because they think that's the lowest man on the totem pole. But not everybody has the leadership qualities to be the Indian. And that's just a fact. A lot of people can't think quick. A lot of people can't strategize. A lot of people cannot be the Indian, and they just have to respect that within themselves, and just understand that you might not be the captain of the yacht, but you on the boat. You gotta respect that, man. I'm going to say that again. You might not be the captain on the yacht, but you are on the boat. And you got to respect that. You are still moving forward with the people that might get you to your final destination. And I can't say it no more realer than that. Not everybody is a leader. Everybody hopes to be, everybody want to be, everybody think they should be, but unfortunately, not everybody have leadership qualities. Not everybody have that. Just because you in a position to be a leader doesn't mean that you're a leader. It just doesn't mean that. So I want people to really truly think about that, man, and really remember who you are as a person, and really truly think about it. Never regret being a good person to the wrong people. It says a lot about you. Your behavior says a lot about you, and their behavior says a lot about them, man. So Wolf, what you said, facts, bro. Speaking the truth right now. Absolutely, man. We've been through some things, bro. We actually been through some things, man. I'm 40 years old. So absolutely, man, I have lived life long enough to have life experience, to actually know right from wrong, to know how to move in these streets, in business, in corporate, in whatever arena that I find myself in. I truly know how to navigate that. And that's from my personal experiences. People forget about their personal experiences when they get into a certain position. They forget to use their personal knowledge. In life, society is the first thing you hear before you actually hear about yourself. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. People will tell you all the stuff that they know and all the stuff that they heard instead of talking about themselves. They would tell you all the stuff that they can do and all the stuff that my team can do and all the stuff that I could probably do and everything else, but they never talk about them. They never express themselves. You got to be mindful of that conversation. That is a trait of the wrong people. If somebody can always come up to you and tell you what you can do for you, and instead of who they are, Be mindful and be careful. And some people use their personal story as sympathy and empathy to pull people in. Truly, you have to be mindful. You have to stay awoke out there. You have to listen to positivity and hear real stuff. Just because something look positive, just because something feel positive, just because someone's doing something positive, doesn't mean that they are a good person. Straight up and down. That only means that they are trying to get somewhere. It doesn't mean anything about their character. It doesn't mean anything about their leadership qualities. It doesn't mean anything. So always remember, it's really always about you. And a lot of the stuff I keep on the eye. I talk about myself because I have enough growth and change within me that I could talk about me. I could talk about myself. I don't ever regret being a good person to the wrong people. It just doesn't matter. That's not going to change who I am. It's not going to change the things that I set out to do. It's not going to change how I connect with people. It's not going to change how I help people. It just won't. Because I'm committed to me. I'm committed to my happiness. I'm committed to my internal peace. And feel what I'm saying? So people, I really want to thank everybody for tuning in to my live videos as usual. I hope everybody gets something out of this and everybody gets something from everything I post every single day. Everything I post, I just don't post it from myself, but everything I post is a true feeling of how I'm feeling for that day, and I put it out there. And I'm hoping that it could reach somebody else. And if that post could reach only one person, I'm thankful and happy for that. I'm not trying to go viral. I don't need 1 million people to see this. I'm only trying to reach one person that I can help get through their day. So I really want to appreciate it, man. Wolf, as usual. You always got positivity to say. Before I go, sometimes you have to move like a fish. They bite all bait. Absolutely, man. You always got some ill quotes, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Your analogies is awesome, man. So I really want to thank everybody out there for always tuning in. There's a ton of people on there, man. But thanks a lot. I hope this quote and this video reached you where you needed to be this morning. And stay positive, set short-term goals, and go knock them out, man. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. And trust. Realize the circle that you sit in. And if you need to make changes, make changes. Don't worry about the feelings of others. It's an emotion. It will pass. So thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. I will get back to you guys on another day with some more positive information. And I really appreciate it, man. Once again.